Elamaha. I'm so happy to connect to you again. And today we will speak about solar storms and what will really happen if a strong solar storm hits Earth. And warm welcome to everybody. And if you want, you can write down in the chat from where you are. And the solar storms are getting more and more intense. And we have so much more sunspots. Now there is a grand new sunspot the last 2 days. And we had in the last week a very intense solar spot. And this is a sunspot. And this is really amazing what is happening at this time. And a lot of people can feel this high energy. And this high energy comes mostly from the sun. And this brings often a rapid and dizziness. It can bring and migraine and problems with the ears and the eyes. And I hope the internet is working. I'm just seeing there are some problems with connecting, but I hope everything will go well. So very welcome. And today we will speak about what this will bring up, those amazing solar storms we experience here on Earth. And yes, and we will talk about this. But first, a warm welcome to everybody. And if you are interested in my Vedic workshop, I have to cancel the date. I planned the workshop for December the 17th, and I have to make it first in January the 20th. So if you are interested to learn more about the planets and the houses, this is a free workshop. You can sign up if you are interested in astrology. And for me, it was very interesting to look for the astrological energies at those grand solar flashes. And we had a really big one in the year 1859. This was the biggest solar storm we experienced here on Earth. And this is also known as the Carrington event. And there they had not internet, or they had not satellites, and they had a telegraph network, and this broke down totally. And in many places on Earth, people could watch the aurora borealis, those intense colors in the sky. And the people at this time, they thought the world is going through a major breakdown. And this was the biggest one. And really paper, the telegraph paper, burned with these intense energies of the sun. So this was very intense. And I looked at the astrological constellations for this event, and there was the planet Uranus in the sign of Taurus at 15 degrees in the nakshatra Rohini. I speak of Vedic astrology. A lot of you know that I speak about this, and what will happen next year. I spoke about this also in many videos before. Uranus, this great game changer planet, will change transit in the sign of Taurus and will be there for the next 7 years. And the sun also has cycles, and this cycle is normally about 11 years. And people watch this cycle and they see there is a peak, and when there is a peak there is a lot of more solar activities, and this peak will be at the end of 2024 and 2025. And this is the time when the planet Uranus will be nearly 15 degrees in the sign of Taurus, like in 1859. So this is really amazing time zone that we are now shifting in. So I think there will be more and bigger eruptions, and so it's very important that we are prepared for those events. And for this I will talk today what you can do. And we also have this very important thing that our solar system is coming nearer to the galactic center. And there is the central sun, we call it in that way. It is the not material kind of sun, it is the higher self of our sun and the central sun, and this brings up higher energies. So we should learn to experience to go in a better way with those high energies. And thank you so much, and I'm so happy to connect to everybody. And I see it's really amazing. Ireland, Hungary, USA, and Belgium, a lot of countries. And if you want, you can also, if you have any question, you can write it down in the chat. I will look to it, and if it's possible for me, then I will help you and give you an answer. So we will go nearer to the peak of those solar storms and solar flashes we experience, and when the sun has these big sunspots, then the tension gets more and more on the planet Sun, and then there is a explosion of plasma, and this is also done. We call it the CME. Maybe you have heard about this, the coronal mass ejection, and this is charged with the particles, with the electrons and the protons, and this is yes, and we are also energy, and if this energy of the sun comes to our planet, then we have a shield, magnetic, also an electromagnetic shield. But if this energy is intense, then it is like there is something pressure us, and we can feel, if you are sensitive, then you can feel a pressure and all those symptoms I spoke about, and this is very important. And in the year 1989, there was in Canada, maybe there are some people from Canada, maybe you have experienced this big solar storm in the year 1989, and there was 15 hours of power outage. And there, I think the weather was really cold. It was not so easy for the people there, but yes. And today we have a lot of instruments. We can measure the sun and what is happening there. We can look to the sun, and so it will not. We will not experience a big solar storm without knowing. And so I think we have about 12 hours or maybe more, maybe 24 hours before something big will happen, a big solar storm or solar tsunami will hit Earth. So we will be warned before, but then it's maybe also important, maybe they will shut down the electric grid, I think so. And it's also very disturbing for our devices, electronic devices. And yes, but most important is to stay calm and to understand. Maybe they will also take the satellites out of this energy if they can. And so we will experience maybe no internet and also no electricity, maybe for 1 or 2 days or more, if it's a really strong storm. So I think this could happen. But most important, it is to prepare for this situation. And what can we do? It is important to stay calm and to understand you can do a lot for your body to prepare, for your emotions to prepare, and your mental health to prepare for such an event. And beyond all that, it is important to understand what reality is and that you are creating your reality. And I speak so often about this topic, and I know a lot of people cannot really understand it, they cannot grab it. What is Sylvia speaking of? There are a lot of versions of myself. And yes, there are a lot of parallel versions of Earth. They exist all at the same time. An infinite number of parallel versions, because everything happens here and now. And this means every little movement, everything exists right now. And there must be a version of you that is now bringing up your hand, and there is a version of you that brings down your hand. And a lot of little other versions between. It is like going to the cinema. I often speak about this, and watching there a film, and you think this is a movie, but if you go in the room where the projector stands, then you can see, oh, this is only small pictures. There is no movement at all, but the projector makes the movement. And so it is with our consciousness. We experience our life in many ways, but it is all conscious and not being here, and conscious and not being here, and conscious. And at every moment, you decide who you are. And if you understand this concept, and I know it's quite amazing to understand it, but if you really try to understand it, then you can maybe experience parallel versions of you. You can experience more déjà vu events and a lot of these things. And then you can understand there is a version of Earth that experience a solar flash or a solar storm or something like this, or a sun tsunami, or how you call it. And there are versions where they will not experience it, or do not experience it in a bad way. And what makes the difference? It's only your frequency. That's the most important, your frequency. And if your frequency is high, then you are more conscious. You can more create conscious your reality. We create always. We manifest always our material experience here on earth. But if we are conscious, then we can manifest it in that way we want. And then we can choose which version of Earth I want to experience today, the version with the solar storm or the version without the solar storm. I know it's really amazing, and we cannot really grab it what it means, but that's our true reality. But if you want to do something to prepare for those experiences, then most important, and I speak about this so many times, but it is all about your belief system. You have to understand that your belief system creates your reality. And if you believe I'm not good and everything is on the outside makes me let me be a victim, And if you believe in that, then you can experience it. But if you do not believe in it any longer because it does not give you anything more, then you start to come into your power and to understand. And this is the most important thing to prepare, to recognize all your negative beliefs and to understand you can change them. Nobody else can change your negative beliefs. No energy healing will work so perfect than if you decide to let them go. If you want to learn this, I have an online course where you can learn this. You can email me, or if you want, and then I can help you and show you my course if you are interested in. And if you have done a lot and you have this time negative beliefs, then it might be the time to start to do something against your negative beliefs. And sorry for my English. I sometimes do not find really the words, but it's my mission to come here and to talk to you. Okay, that's really the most important, to understand your belief system creates your reality. And if you change your belief system in a belief system that serves you and that makes you strong, then you will have the possibility to choose your reality. Then also to understand that your emotions are so important, to feel your emotions. I speak about this also so many times because a lot of people, they have fears and they have anger and traumas, and they do not really know what can I do to change this. And this is important, to start to open your heart and to allow yourself to feel everything that is in you. Start to feel it. I made this process so many times in my life. I experienced so many painful things in my life, and to overcome this, I had to do this process. And so I know it is the most important process you can do on earth. Not to press it or to push it away, your negative emotions. You have to feel it. This is so important. Yes, and this is the most important to prepare. It's not so important to have 10 liters of water in your house. More important are those things, and to clear and to heal yourself. And then to connect to your heart, because you also create a magnetic field. The heart magnetic field. There's a big Taurus, Taurus, sorry, not the bull, the the donut field of your energy, and this is really a very important field, and this is connected to your heart and to your emotions and to your beliefs. And so to understand this is very important. And then when a electromagnetic storm comes from the sun, then you are prepared with your energy field, and then you can dissolve those high tensions that come with the storm. If you are good and healthy and feel your emotion and open your heart, forgive yourself, all those important things to be grateful in your life, this helps you to prepare for a solar storm. You might think about something else, but this is most important. Yes, you can shut down your electronic device, but this is of more important. To connect to your chakra, to your energy field, to understand your feelings, your thoughts, and your behavior that is the result of all what you believe and you feel is your behavior, and your thoughts are the results. And so this is the most important for this solar storms that can come. They can come up, yes. But I do not see a big one, and I think I read it here, a solar flash, that it will come next year or something like this. No, I do not. Yes, is it possible that the solar flash upgrade our DNA? Yes, Wesley. Those high energies, they help to upgrade our DNA. But this is only possible if you also help and lift up your frequency. Because there can be a lot of high frequency and updates for your DNA. But if your belief system is so low in energy, there's so much negative thoughts and emotions and feelings, then there can be a lot of updates in your DNA. This does not really matter because you cannot activate it, you cannot live it. And so it is like you have a Ferrari before your door, and you have the key of the Ferrari, but there is no sprit, nothing in it, so you cannot drive it. So if you are not ready by solving your problems and changing your belief system, you cannot drive the best car. Yes, you cannot understand what the function is if it does not start because of your belief system. Okay, vegan vixen, your English is very good. Thank you. Okay. With the med beds, your teeth can be repaired. Okay, I know people speak a lot about the med beds, and I think they will also come. And this is high energy medicine, you can say, and there is a lot of possibilities to heal. But this is like also the DNA upgrades. If you are not in the conscious level to heal, then you cannot be healed, because you cannot be healed by anyone if you are not really ready from your consciousness. It is like the car, amazing luxury car before your door, but you cannot use it. This is the most important to understand. I would like an insight of my Vedic astrology birth chart, please. Usha, I cannot give it today in the live stream. If you are interested, please watch my last video I made with Sarah Costa. Sarah also offers personal readings if you are interested. I only have my online course where I teach Vedic astrology. This is the most important, soul mission I have, to teach these things. And hi Sylvia, I would like to know if a native have Sun and Venus both in the second house, its effects on relationship. I have to, James, I have to know more, not only if it is the second house, which zodiac sign is it, are there malefic planets who aspect those houses. It's more to understand. It's like layer on layer. And if you are interested, James, please be part of my astrological workshop. Sun and Venus, it is like a little bit, the Sun is often very egocentric and sees only its own light. And that's okay, because the Sun is the planet who shines over all planets. But for Venus, this is not easy, because Venus wants to share. Venus wants a connection to the Sun, but the Sun is so egocentric that a connection is not really easy. And for Venus, it is sometimes very not fulfilling the wishes of being together and connected with this constellation. Okay, does anyone know if you're okay with these? And then I'm looking. What will be the effect of Mercury retrograde starting from 13th December? Yes, Mercury will be retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius. And there it is all about finding your truth and finding also your roots, because there is Mula Nakshatra where Mercury will be mostly retrograde, and Mula can often bring sudden changes that you decide maybe to to um, to go your own way and maybe cut a relationship. This is possible with Mula, or you cut your job, or you cut your home and go in a foreign city or something like this. Mula has this energy. And so when Mercury goes retrograde, it is maybe important not to make quick decisions about important things and to wait. But this connects us deeply with the galactic center, with our essence, and maybe also it will bring up more solar storms. And yes, and to find our own inner truth. This is important. And there will be maybe rules and regulation who will not be really helpful for humanity with these energies. Okay, let's look what's going on. Hallo von Heilbronn. Yeah, hi. Can I speak German? Okay, very nice. If you have any questions left, then I would like to answer them. You study astrology. To what version of Earth do you see and predict? Ah, it is not as easy as one version. And I speak to the people who are in the frequency, who share a common reality, so I can say. And this is not one version of the Earth. It always switches. We have to understand there are infinite versions of Earth. And we switch every hundred still. I do not know the English name, but every second, more than every second, we switch the parallel version of the Earth. So there are an infinite number. What about volcano and earthquakes? Uptick with solar flare and manifesting with all the energy. Good. Manifesting, sorry, I do not understand the word, Susan, but yes, we experience a lot of earthquakes this time, and also volcano eruptions, and this is connected also to astrology and to astronomy, and like I told you at the beginning, Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, and when there is Uranus, then there might be a connection to the sun, and brings up those energies. And if the sun activity is high, then the possibility also for earthquakes is much greater. Yes, we are in a quantum leap, absolutely. It's very hard, but it's going to be good. Elenada Anda. Yes, I think so too. That's really true. And one thing I want to, what will be the effect of Neptune turning direct and Saturn at almost same degree? Yes, this will be very intense because Neptune is connected to the element of water, and Saturn often brings also destruction. So, and we have other planets also near Keten Baitos. It's an important fixed star at the end of in the degrees of the sign of Pisces, and this can bring up maybe also like a tsunami or something like this could happen with these energies. Okay, what would I say? Yes, one I would also share with you. We often have so much fears about what happens with a solar storm or something like this. But we have to understand that our planet Earth, races through space at 107,000 kilometers per hour. I do not know the miles per hour, but this is really 107,000 kilometers per hour. We have to understand we are speeding through the universe and nothing happens. Nothing happens. And so we have to understand there is a higher mission, why we are here, and we are safe in that way. And that, I think, is very important. Yes, I'm just looking if there's any other question. Dear Sylvia, hello from Belgium. A funny wish from my son on 14th. He wishes a big storm will take place during exams at school. Yes, I can understand. But maybe it's not so funny if his phone and his video games do not work anymore. Okay, so I think thank you so much for being part of this live stream. If you have any questions, please, you can also write them down after the live stream. Dear Sylvia, are there any rituals or decrees we can do to help increase energy in the world? Nala, that's an amazing good question. Yes, but we can do a lot of rituals. We can meditate for peace and for healing and all those things. But the most important is to um, to um, to detach from all your negative beliefs. That's the most important to do for yourself, and to understand this levels up your frequency. And there are so many parallel versions of Earth, but only your frequency determines on which world you will be, you will stay. And there is so much going on. There are negative people, there are positive people. You cannot change those people with meditation. You cannot change those events that will come by meditating. But if you level up your frequency, then you will be in a earth that also shows you that level. And there will be, if you are in peace, also a level of peace that it connects to your version of peace, if you understand what I mean. This is the most important. So you cannot change this lower version of Earth. You must not change this lower version of Earth where there's a lot of destruction and wars, because those souls who want to experience this, they need it. And that's okay for them, but not for you. And you can change it. We have to understand we are totally free. We are totally free. But we have to live in the way that we are free. If you do not live that you are free, then you do not believe that you are free. So thank you so much. I think this is a good ending of our live stream today. And if you have any question, please, you can share it. What is the best way to raise your frequency when under a lot of stress? Yes, you have to ask yourself, why do you have so much stress? What can you change to have not so much stress? And who do you serve? Do you serve yourself, or do you want to serve others, that they love you, that they appreciate you? And you have to change this and to understand it's most important to love yourself and to appreciate yourself and your needs. And this, and then the best way to raise your frequency is to do all those things you love to do. Sometimes we do not know what is the thing I love to do. Then we have to start to do it in easy ways, to drink a good tea if you want to drink a tea, and to read a good book, or to go walking and go into nature, or what else you want to do. And so you can start to connect more to your body. It's really a process to start and to connect to your body. What feels good now? What do my body now wants to do? And so everything starts. Okay, thank you so much to be part today, and have a good time. And if you have any question, please send them to me. If you want to be part of my workshop, it will be on January the 20th. And if you are interested in my online courses there, I show you how you can level up your frequency, and how you can change your belief system, and how you can activate your mediumship abilities. You can look on my website. Thank you so much. Namaste.